This box contains perhaps the most crucial modification I will ever do to my Kia Stinger. But also probably not, because it's not a tune. It is the MyKey Premium Remote Start for the Kia Stinger. And I was gonna put it on as soon as I got it, but it is rainy and gray outside. So I think I'm just gonna have to wait until another day. Come on. Today's the day that I'm gonna install the MyKey Premium in my Kia Stinger GT 2018. This is gonna come in super handy. It is like 20 degrees in the morning when I wake up, and like 5 minutes before I'm gonna leave, I start my car and then just leave it in the driveway running. And that kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm just paranoid and feel like someone's gonna walk up and steal my car. So this is gonna be sweet. I can just start it from inside and it'll stay locked. And then I get in, just put my foot on the brake and I can drive away. The car doesn't turn off or anything. So I'm gonna show you guys how I install it. Cool. So it came in this box. It came with this little card that said, super sorry, but the box that we usually ship it in that is fancy is out of stock. And so basically we just bubble wrapped it and sent it in a brown cardboard box. That's fine. I don't need the pretty box. Just thought I'd share. I'm gonna take it out of its super nice bubble wrap packaging. You have the harness, and then you have the actual model itself right here. The actual module, excuse me. Also in the box, they give you this like an instruction manual. Oh, my camera's mirrored. Just an instruction card that says scan this thing and then we'll show you how to install it. And so this is what will control everything. And it looks like all the pins are already set up in the correct position, so I won't need to change any of those, and I'll show you all that when I get to it. Here's the back of it. This is the power, and this is other stuff, and I don't think we use this one at all. And then over here, those are the little switches with some other ports that I don't think we use. Cool, let's get started. All right, so I'm in the passenger side footwell to do this. Come down here, I got a flashlight pointing at it because it is a lot darker down here than I thought. And if you can see right here, the middle, and then on the right side, right here, there are 3 clips that you have to undo. Normally up like this, and then you can reach your finger into the holes, and you kind of squeeze it, and then let it drop down. And I also have a leaf in there. Okay, and now I'm gonna have to take out this plug that connects to that light right there, the footwell light. So I just tried to undo the clips for about like 5 minutes before realizing it is so much easier to just take off that panel. All right, so here are the 3 plugs that we're gonna be working with in here. The red one, which you can kind of see right there, and then the blue and green one. Okay, so there are the clips, the red, blue, and green, that we're gonna be plugging into the MyKey harness, and then plugging the other end of the harness back into the female connectors of the car. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this now. Let me see if I can do it one-handed actually, while holding the flashlight. Okay, excellent. Blue and green. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, there. So red to red. Okay. All right. So now this is the red end of the MyKey harness is going back into the car. Hope my phone is angled correctly. All right, cool. All right, so now we have the actual module. We have the harness down there connected to the car. And this is how the switches should be set up. 1, 2 up, 3, 4 down on the red. And then on the black, all of them should be up. One thing we also need to do is connect the power right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we are gonna hook the actual module up. We plug this one in first to this port, the middle one, and we will plug in the power last to that furthest to the left. Okay, so we have that one plugged in first, and now we're gonna plug in the power, and it should beep a bunch. Okay, it beeped. Sweet. I think then everything is set up correctly. So now I'm gonna test it before I tuck it away. All right, so there she is after it's all installed. Here's the normal key fob. Mirrors fold out, but it's still locked. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I wish the lights would come on though, the parking lights. All right, now we gotta kind of package everything back together. I think that's where it says to do it, like MyKey Premium says to do it, so that's where I'm gonna do it. It's now super dark, and I got everything buttoned back together. I have the floor mat out right now, but the module itself is right back there in the corner behind the carpet, and then I got everything else kind of tucked away a little bit into the side trim, and then most of it is just right up there. It was super hard to film that because the space is a lot smaller than it looks on camera, but yeah, it's pretty simple. And so now I will show it working. All right, the first morning start with the remote start installed. Jesus Christ, that is loud. Sweet. Gonna be nice and toasty and didn't even have to go outside. All right, so now I'm gonna test the turbo timer feature on the MyKey Premium for my Kia Stinger. So it says, you gotta get out of the car, press and hold this for 2 seconds. Okay. And now it says you just gotta wait, doors will lock, and then it says you gotta wait for 60 seconds. Obviously I started the timer a little late, so it won't be exactly 60 seconds. But the car will turn off after 60 seconds apparently. It's not turning off. Okay, there we go. Just turned off. Or the mirror's closed, the door's locked, and yeah, the car's off now. So that's cool. Looks like it took a little bit longer than 1 minute, but I think it has to register after you press the button. Yeah, pretty cool feature though. All right, so this is gonna be my first impressions and kind of wrap up of the MyKey Premium install video. Some things that I've liked, some things that I noticed that I haven't liked too much, some notes about the install itself and how I like it so far. So to start off, I'm going to start with kind of the things that I don't like, and then I'll go to the things that I really do like. To start off, I've noticed that sometimes in colder weather, it will have trouble starting. I have tried to remote start it when it's been 20 degrees out, 25 degrees out, somewhere around there, and it has not started right up like it normally does when I try to remote start it. So it'll try for a little bit and then stop, and then I'll wait like 10 seconds, press the button twice again to have a remote start, and then it'll start up that time. I'm not sure why it does that, because when I manually start the car in my past little over a year of ownership, it has always started up no matter how cold it is. So that is a little bit annoying, not really concerning. I've seen other people have the same issue, and MyKey Premium has responded and said that that's normal, just do it again and it starts. And that does fix it, just a little bit annoying. The next part that is kind of a little con, not really, but something that is a little annoying. The install is just in a really tight space. You know, you're not working in a big engine bay, you're working in the small passenger footwell. And so if you're a bigger dude like me, it can be hard to get in there, get your fingers where they need to go and undo the clips. But it is definitely an easier install. You don't need any tools or anything like that. And then one of the other things is it can be tricky to hide the MyKey Premium once you're done installing everything. One more thing that is kind of weird, not really a negative, but just weird. For some reason, when I remote start it and then I go to get in the car, before I step on the brake to have the car actually wake up, the tire pressure monitoring system light is on. As soon as I step on the brake, it turns off. I don't know why that happens, but I just thought that was weird. Now I'm going to get into the stuff that I like about the MyKey Premium. You can also turn the car off remotely if you started it remotely. So for example, one of the other days, I remote started my car in the morning and then realized that I had to stay for a little bit longer. So I just thought to myself, I wonder if you can turn the car off. So you just click the button twice like you normally do to turn it on, and then it turned it back off. I thought that was pretty cool. I hadn't seen that advertised anywhere. The next thing is you can turn on a setting to have it auto unlock and lock. Auto unlock when you're walking up to the car, auto lock when you walk away from the car. Another really cool feature, which you saw earlier, was the turbo timer. And basically what that is it just leaves the car running for a little bit after you've gotten out. So if you've done any hard driving in the mountains, on the track, you're really working the turbos, working the engine in general. This will keep the engine running, keep the coolant circulating, keep the oil circulating for a minute to kind of give everything a chance to cool down a bit before shutting down completely. So I think that is a really cool feature. One of perhaps the most attractive features that brought me to the MyKey Premium was that it uses the OEM key fob. So you don't need a separate fob to put on your keychain just for the remote start. I thought that was awesome. Also, I'm not sponsored by MyKey Premium. They didn't ask me to do a review or anything. These are just my honest thoughts. But that's been it. My experience so far has been really good. I'm glad I got it. It is a very nice thing to have a remote start in your car. I would definitely recommend it if you can spend the $300 to get it. I know there are some discount codes floating around online that you could use to get 10% off, but it is definitely a really nice thing to have in your car. Thank you for watching. I'm going to try to upload a little bit more consistently. I'm having a good time making these videos and sharing my Stinger. And I got some more ideas coming up this year. Hopefully get a tune, get some tints, maybe some other things. Going to do a track day as well. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.